My name is Martin Nietzsche, and I say welcome to all of you to Best of the Best from around the world. I'm very happy to start our next session in our innovation dialogues, in our innovation talks, and I'm very happy to have two guests with me. Well, one is a guest, which is Matthias. I will talk about him a little bit later. And one is not a guest, he is more like a host, because Olivier from the UPU, he is the one who is, well, to say it clearly, paying for all of this and organizing all of this and making all of this possible. So, Olivier, I think it's your start to say hello from the UPU Direct Marketing Advisory Board.
Thank you very much, Martin, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Pour les francophones, parce que je vois qu'il y a des messages en français, nous sommes désolés, il n'y a pas de traduction simultanée en français sur cette plateforme-là, mais nous travaillons à utiliser une plateforme différente pour les autres séries de webinaires qui seront organisés pour avoir une traduction simultanée en plusieurs langues. Pour l'instant, ça se fait en anglais. So I'm sorry, I was just conveying a little message to our Francophone participants. So I won't be long at all, Martin, and I just wanted to welcome you on behalf of the Universal Postal Union and its Direct Marketing Advisory Board to this fifth innovation talk. As you may know, we started this series of innovation talks in December last year, and it has been a growing success, I have to say, and we have more and more participants at every session that we're organizing. And I would like also to say that this success is also the result of the talent of our moderator, Martin, that I would like to thank again for doing a fantastic job in organizing with us those webinars. As you know, we've been focusing our talks so far on innovation and all the innovation trends that are shaping the world of marketing and the way we do business. We have seen during the past sessions the tremendous potentials of artificial intelligence. We've discussed new ways of using social media to drive direct marketing and acquisitions. We have seen the new tools that are available to navigate into the galaxies of data that are available on the internet. And we thought that it was time for us and for you to see how all those trends translate into marketing creativity and into successful marketing campaigns. So that's why we have today what we call the best of the best, because it's from the best that we can learn. And we have asked one of the judge of the ENA Eco Awards, and we will tell you a little bit more about the ENA Eco Awards. So we have asked one of those judge of the Eco Awards to tell us about the best campaigns in 2021, the most creative and successful examples that we have on the Eco Awards list for this year. We're very fortunate to have with us Matthias Andersen, who is the co-founder and the senior analyst at Milton Insights, which is a marketing company that is a data-driven company. And he's also, as I said, an Eco Award judge. So thank you very much, Matthias, for taking the time this morning to be with us today and to share some of the best examples that I'm sure will inspire all of us today. So back to you, Martin. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very, very interesting webinar.
Olivier, I'm quite sure that we will have that, and thanks to you for making all of this possible. Yeah, let me talk a little bit about what was our idea for today. We heard a lot about artificial intelligence and data quality and how to do sales via social media. But we thought there's one element we were missing so far, which is the element of creativity. Of course, there's a lot of creativity in using data and making new insights with data possible. But on the other side, we all know about marketing. It's not only about data, but it's about the right use of data and getting these insights into creative campaigns. And we thought there will be fantastic campaigns somewhere all over this globe. And we looked for somebody who could tell us about these campaigns. And we found him. We found Matthias. And Matthias is not only judge in the Eco Awards. I will tell you a little bit about this later on. But he is as well the founder of Milton Insights. He is a very knowledgeable guy about data-driven marketing and using data to really drive creativity and make great campaigns out of that. So I think we found the right person, and he will show us 7 cases from all over the world. And if I say all over the world, I really mean all over the world, because we have cases from Australia, from Africa, from South America, from North America, from Europe, and from Asia. So we have cases from all over the world. And how did we do that? Well, we collected them, and most of them are EINA, International Eco Award winners. The American Association EINA is collecting with the Eco Awards the best of the best creativity all over the world, and Matthias is one of their judges. This year, they attracted entries from over 20 different countries from around the globe. There were a total of 71 winners in 27 categories, which received the gold, silver, or bronze awards. And there were more than 300 marketing executives representing 23 countries serving as judges. And as there were no African cases, and we said we want to have every continent in this showcase from best around the world, we asked our colleagues from South Africa, from the Direct Marketing Association of South Africa. They have the Assegai Awards in South Africa, and we got one of their integrated marketing campaigns as well, which won a gold award in South Africa. So this is how we collected all these cases. And now I'm switching over to Matthias, because we want to concentrate on the content and not on the speakers. And I would like to welcome you, Matthias. It's great to have you with us. And well, the stage, the floor, the virtual stage of the virtual floor is yours. And it's up to you. I'm switching over now to your presentation. Welcome to you, and let's start.
Yeah, and thanks a lot. And who am I presenting the best of the best in the world? So let's go to the next slide. Yeah, and who am I? As Martin and Olivier said, I founded Milton Insights. We're a consultancy firm within data-driven marketing. And now I realize I have the same polo shirt. Okay, and prior to setting up Milton Insights, I had various positions within CRM, analytical world, data-driven world. And also, as you can see, I have written international speaker and writer, but international within parentheses, because I'm not international at all anymore. On my presentations, I wake up in my bedroom, I go to the kitchen, have a breakfast, back to the bedroom, have presentation. So I think I'm like hyper local when presenting. I'm not even leaving my house. So not very international, but hyper local presenter at the moment. And as Martin said, I'm from Sweden and Stockholm. And I think this is the first time in years I had to put down my shades because of sun. This is the first day of sun in Stockholm for ages. So I'm really energized and happy about that. So I think I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to present some excellent cases. And as Martin said, we have 6 winners from the ANA International Eco Awards. And we have 1 winner from Assegai Award. And as Martin said, we have from all continents. So first some presentations, and then I will speak a few minutes about some general marketing trends I see. And then we end up with a Q&A. So I think we get started. And the first case is from Peru and Sodimac and Maestro. And by the way, I'm not a language guy, so I might pronounce it totally wrong, so bear with me. But the first case here from Sodimac and Maestro. Sodimac and Maestro, they are leading brands within home improvement sector. So their mission is to create awareness around safety in buildings and in homes. And of course, they have realized that many homes, unfortunately, are destroyed during Christmas due to fires caused by poor electrical connections in toys and other electrical things. So they wanted to do a campaign to really get people understand, be careful with those all electrical things that you have in your house. So they did this campaign, and there are three things that I really want to highlight with this campaign that we will have a look into. It's the eye-catching packaging. They sent this mail, a postal mail, in form of a gift box, a Christmas gift. And I think 100% of all people who get a Christmas box will open it. So I think that's really beautiful. So they will have an open rate of 100%. That's really excellent. And I also like the timing, of course. They found that most fires are during Christmas, and hence they launched this campaign a couple of weeks prior to Christmas. And I also think they have an excellent use of influencers that you will see. Normally, influencers can be really costly, but used in correct way, they can work for free for you. That's excellent. And this case was awarded with Gold Mailbox Award and also Best Direct Mail. So let's have a look at this beautiful case.
En el país, los incendios aumentan en un 50% en temporada navideña y el 70% de estos son causados por fallas eléctricas. Por eso, Sodimac y Maestro se unieron al Cuerpo General de Bomberos Voluntarios del Perú para concientizar sobre las principales causas de estos incidentes y ayudar a construir una Navidad segura. Así nació Hay sorpresas que no queremos recibir esta Navidad. Una idea impactante que, disfrazada de un simple regalo navideño, llevaba un mensaje que los distintos líderes de opinión no podrían ignorar.
Cuando abrí esta caja, casi me muero del susto.
Fue un regalo que nos impactó un montón.
Abrí la tapita y me pegué un susto horrible. Un poco chocante, pero bueno. ¿Sabías que el 70% de incendios son causados por fallas eléctricas? Y en diciembre las incidencias se incrementan en un 50%.
Además, venía acompañado de unos consejos claros y fundamentales.
Número 1. Muchos de los incendios son causados por las luces navideñas. Tratar de usar luces navideñas LED que no se calientan.
Los tomacorrientes son de 220 en Perú y no los sobrecargaremos por encima de ese voltaje. Y de preferencia hay que usar tomacorrientes con clavijas redondas.
La tercera recomendación es que te acuerdes de revisar las conexiones eléctricas. Así es que toma en cuenta todas estas recomendaciones para que no termines así, como esta pequeña osita.
Y finalmente tener dispositivos de protección termomagnética en vez de llaves con cuchillas.
El mensaje logró ser difundido gratuitamente no solo en las redes sociales de distintos influencers, sino que también se unieron programas de televisión, radio e importantes medios de prensa a nivel nacional. Al final de la campaña, con una inversión de 0 soles en publicidad, se generaron 77 publicaciones de forma orgánica. Logramos más de 66.915.400 impactos. El alcance potencial de toda la campaña fue de más de 7.058.890 usuarios. Obtuvimos un free press de más de 224.745 soles. Y finalizando la temporada navideña, descubrimos que los incendios disminuyeron un 22.3%. Los incidentes por cortocircuito un 39.8% con respecto al año anterior. Y lo más importante es que nos unimos para construir una Navidad segura.
Excellent case, I think. Really, really nice one. So the second case is from Hong Kong and cinemalls in Hong Kong. And the background here is that Cine Group, who owns 4 big malls in Hong Kong, they wanted to refresh their loyalty program and to really engage their customers in this fierce and competitive landscape. So they launched this new loyalty program, and I would like to stress 3 things that I really like about this work that they did. They went from one-way communication. You know, most traditional loyalty programs are like, buy that. No, dear customer, you should buy that. You buy that, buy that. But here they did it completely different. They really involved the customers in the program, and the customers involved their friends and their friends. So from being one-way communication, it was a dialogue with all the people. And I also like the nice digital physical solution. They have the app, they have their physical malls, lots of interesting stuff you can do at the malls if you combine it with the app. So I really like how they're working with the app and the physical malls. And also, as you will see, they are using gamification in this loyalty program. And I think this is gamification at its best. You will see some astonishing results when it comes to the gamification part. In this case, Cinemas from Hong Kong was awarded Best CRM Customer Loyalty Campaign and Best Retail and E-tail. So let's have a look. How do you do a modern loyalty program of today?
Hong Kong is known as a shopping paradise for a good reason. A shopping mall is only 100 steps away. As a result, shoppers tend to resort to convenience and go to the nearest mall when they need to buy something. To build mall loyalty, Sino focuses on local community with strong social ties. And we understand that maximizing the cross-mall benefits and incorporating innovative technology could bring a brand new shopping experience to consumers. By introducing a gamified affiliate program, we are connecting with young families of high income in main residential districts. Introducing Hong Kong's first multi-mall socialized interactive rewards program, the Sino S Plus Rewards. Shop and play to win. It's an app that allows you to collect shopping points across Sino malls, play activations in-app and in-mall to earn extra, redeem rewards, and connect with others. The app can be used across 4 Sino flagship malls. Extra surprises will be given to shoppers who are willing to go further and spend more. An innovative OCR technology makes clumsy point registration procedures much easier, which is only available in S Plus Rewards, among others, Hong Kong All's loyalty program. Members can redeem rewards directly in-store. It does not only help drive footfall to shops, but also saves consumers time from queuing at one single redemption point. On top of that, we have turned shopping into playtime and made it irresistibly fun. Members can earn badges upon completing special tasks to win exclusive shopping privileges. Combining games with shopping experience, S Plus Rewards features various special activities and interactive games for customers to win festive or time-limited offers. Most importantly, the S Plus community feature allows members to build their own shopping community and share promotional offers, shopping tips, and experiences with their friends in the app. The result? It's a big plus. 50% of the total population in the catchment area has become our members. Total member has increased by 1,775% by June 2020 upon launch in July 2019. The usage is outstanding. Our consumers love to join the games with points. We have built a community within which 21,145 of friend referral, an outstanding 1,529,000 feeds have been recorded and posted on our app. Compared to the individual mall loyalty program, active member increased by 162%, and average monthly spending per member increased by 498%. There is even 18% of cross-mall spender. In times of worst retail sales decline on record, we recorded a significant high sales turnover. It's definitely a plus to the 4 shopping malls, taking retail shopping to the next level. Nothing is better than giving shopping a big fat plus.
Wow, what astonishing results, I think. So now we have been to Peru, we have been to Hong Kong, and the next case is from Canada. And Plan International Canada. And a short background to this case. This direct mail that you will see is a part of a larger campaign they did. And the aim for this campaign was to generate donations to stop the practice of child marriage. Actually, 44,000 children are forced to wed every single day, and they want to stop that, of course. So as you will see, they have a really clever mail. So the mail will be in the form of a wedding invitation. And again, most people open wedding invitations. So I think the open rate is almost close to 100%. And that's good. That can be hard in a direct mail to have this open rate, but really nice. And another thing I like, except for the actual postal mail, is the emotions really sell. I'm from the data-driven world, and we guys, we're always like, increase conversion, test that. We're not really into emotions, but this case really shows emotions sell. I really love that. And also, when it comes to timing are crucial in a successful campaign. And I think the timing is excellent here. They are sending out a wedding invitation in this case, and they send it in May, June, when most people send their real wedding invitations. So I really like that. And this mail was awarded Best Direct Mail. It's a beauty. So let's have a look.
Every 2 seconds, a girl under age 18 is forced to marry. That's 30 young girls every minute, more than 40,000 every day, over 12 million every year. Some are only 10 years old. The grooms are usually much older. Plan International Canada seeks donor help to change the practice of child marriage around the world by addressing its root causes: poverty, education, local laws, and social attitudes. The strategy was built on a key consumer insight about female audiences Plan targeted. Almost every woman has felt vulnerable at one time or another. This provided an opportunity to inspire empathy and action in support of young girls being forced into marriage. Test Creative was developed to mimic a relevant communication that donors would open eagerly: a wedding invitation. Yet this wedding invitation delivered a disruptive twist. The donor was invited to stop a wedding. Donors were asked to RSVP no to the wedding invitation with a donation to help stop child marriage. A fold-out piece efficiently told the larger story. Hashtags and URLs encouraged donors to learn more about child marriage and share it with others. A short letter from a female Plan field officer appealed to the solidarity of women and made an emotional case for helping to stop the practice of child marriage. Supporting emotion with facts, it told the personal story of one child who narrowly escaped forced marriage with Plan's help, and statistics of other successes to prove that donor support makes a difference. The creative expanded on Plan International Canada's existing branding campaign that dared Canadians to defy normal. Urgency was added with a time-limited 2 times matching gift offer and reminders that more young girls are forced to marry with every passing minute. Results for the Stop a Wedding Invitation test versus the control confirmed the value of innovative, insightful creative. The realistic-looking wedding invitation asking donors to stop child marriage outpulled the control package by 58%, 3 times the 18% lift target we had set for the test. Revenue driven by the test package was also higher than control by a whopping 54%, and the package got donors talking, some remarking that this was the best appeal they'd ever seen.
I'm almost, I have tears. What an excellent and emotional mail. So now we've been to Peru, Hong Kong, Canada, and next case is from Australia and from Lifestyles in Australia. And Lifestyles Healthcare, they are selling condoms, And until now, sales have relied totally on remarketing or retargeting, selling to people who have Google for condoms or related search terms. They have relied totally on that in order to sell their products. But as many of you might know, I will talk more about that later on, but these third-party cookies will disappear. And now Lifesize in Australia had to find a new way to get their clients, since they couldn't rely on buying that traffic on Google. So, and what I really like with this campaign is that third-party data is dying. So then they really realize we need customer data. And you will see in the case how they did it. And I really like it's for me, totally unexpected take on this. You are selling condoms and someone came up with the idea, maybe you can day trade condoms like on the stock exchange market. For me, it's totally unexpected take. I like that a lot. And I also like they're using like Google Trends. So they will get real-time input about what different customer groups are Googling about. So they know people living there are Googling about that. People living there are Googling about other stuff. People living here are at the moment Googling for other stuff. And then they can be really tailored in all their communication with these different groups, because they know in real time what their potential clients are interested in. And this case was awarded in many categories. I think they were awarded in 9 different categories. So it was a huge success in Echo Awards. So let's have a look. How can you sell condoms?
Hello there. Chrome is changing how it handles cookies.
Google's third-party cookie apocalypse.
Cookies are crumbling.
The demise of third-party cookies.
They are going to drop support for third-party cookies by 2022.
Third-party data is dying.
Customer data.
Customer data.
Customers' data.
And customer data is king. So, how does a condom brand get these people to give us their number before the party's over? You create a value exchange disguised as a stock exchange. This is Publicly Traded, a new stock market-inspired e-commerce platform that turns short-term condom buyers into long-term investors. It starts with gonorrhea and chlamydia. And why does my pee burn? Real-time, real search behavior for STIs, their symptoms, and related search terms. For those suffering and searching, it's a steady stream, which we pulled into our platform every 15 minutes via the Google Trends API. Each STI gets its own chart, so we'll know if it's bearish, bullish, or surging. It's all rolled up into one big moving average, the STI index. As the index moves, so does the price of Lifestyle's condoms. Not yet. Not yet. Now. Or buy the dip by setting the price, signing up for price alerts, and getting notified when it hits the sweet spot. And now that we've got their number, we can talk business with individualized communications in owned, paid, today, tomorrow, and beyond. We made the stock market sexy and got people to invest in a relationship with Lifestyles.
Yeah, really unexpected, I think. So this won a lot of awards during Echo Awards. So now we're leaving Australia and going to Denmark. So it's almost Sweden. So I'm really engaged about this. And the sunny weather, of course. So, EG, what do they do? Yeah, they are selling software licenses for ERP systems and process management systems to small and medium enterprises in the construction industry. So they are trying to sell ERP systems to bricklayers, carpenters, painters, and plumbers. And as you can imagine, it's quite hard because they're not that really interested in ERP systems. So this is what this case is about. And what do I really like about this case that you will see really soon? Yeah, I like the creative way of getting an uninterested target group interested. It's a beautiful campaign to get those totally uninterested people actually be quite interested in ERP systems. And I also like they are using the gamification. Normally gamification is more B2C, but they are using gamification for B2B. I like that a lot. And I also like they are getting a lot of data via this gamification, so they can be really tailored in their communication with different decision makers at the client side. I really like that. And they're also using the data they get to create general interest in the construction industry about ERP systems. Really nice case. And this case was awarded Best B2B Campaign, Best Data Inspired Insight, and Best Use of Data-Driven Technology. A really nice B2B case from Denmark and EG. So let's have a look.
Building master data. Data-driven relevance sells software to the construction industry. How can you successfully market business software to smaller companies in the construction industry in Denmark, where reluctance towards software investments is high and competing software is free? By building data-driven relevance in a three-wave digital strategy. The first wave, bypass the reluctant business owners and introduce the new software to all employees in the companies and the target audience, regardless of their roles. We engaged and involved through gamification and gave them credit for their professional high standards by saying, "Stop Gap Stop Solutions." The launch campaign activated 20% of the industry and generated more than 5,000 qualified leads in less than 2 months. The second wave switched the focus exclusively to the business owners, as they were the primary decision maker for the new software. We invented a digital calculator, the Master Builder Test. Based on their answers, the business owner would get a personalized report in return. A lead machine generating perfect data as a starting point for sales dialogue. It produced contact permission for 1,300 business owners in 4 months and has continued to do so since. The third wave aimed to get long-term engagement from the business owners. We built on the data provided by the business owners, and we introduced an insight report, the Master Builder Guide 2019. This provided incentive for even more business owners to convert as leads, and was clearly of value also for the business owners who were already involved. More than 5,770 downloads speak for itself. The three concept waves continue to provide data-driven value to each other, and it has proven such a successful and durable strategy that the Master Builder Guide 2020 has just been presented in November. The campaign has generated more than $7 million in revenue over the first year, producing an isolated return on marketing investment of 531%. And with a subscription-based license fee, the story only adds value over time as it continues to be building master builder data.
And here, if you have a look at the results and you might think, oh, that's not impressive, you have to bear in mind that Denmark is a really small country with a few million inhabitants. So, and actually as a judge, it's quite hard to really grasp, because sometimes you read a case from a country with maybe 500 million inhabitants, and then you have a case from a really small country with like maybe 1 million inhabitants. So it's sometimes really hard to like what's good and not that good. But now we're leaving Europe and Denmark, and we are going to Colombia. And what's the case or the background here before we have a look at the video? Yeah, it is bookstores in Colombia. They are diminishing in numbers quite rapidly. Bookstores are going bankruptcy in a quite steady phase. And also, people read less books for every year in Colombia. And what can we do about that? That's what, sorry about the pronunciation. Libreria Nacional from Colombia, they had a really excellent campaign. And what I like about this campaign, Three Beauties with the campaign, this is an award-winning campaign, and the budget was only a few dollars. I think this is totally crazy. Do this campaign with a budget of like $100. So let's have a look. But this campaign was awarded in many categories. Among those categories, they won the Diamond Egg Awards, the really nice award. So let's have a look. How can you make people read books and go to bookstores?
Well, it's been a long time now since I've seen you smile, and I'll gamble away my friend, and I'll gamble away, and I'll gamble away my time, and in a year or so, it's so simple to see, but it's been a long time since I've seen you
Wow, what do you think? Doing this campaign with those results with a budget of a few dollars, wow. So now we're going to the last continent. We've been to all continents except for Africa. And here we have a beautiful case from Nestlé Nespresso in South Africa. And a short background to this case is like Nestlé Nespresso, they're having a product with nutrients for kids in the age of 5 to 14 years old. And they wanted to make good for society. And since they have a product with nutrients for developing the brains, and you know math and mathematics are developing the brain as well. So they had a beautiful connection. Developing brains with the nutrients, developing brains with maths, and also, if you're good at maths, that's good for society as well. So they came up with these really beautiful campaigns. And what I like with this campaign is that if you're really serious about your CSR initiatives, then the customers will act accordingly. You see so many companies, oh, we're into CSR. They donate money to that organization, to that organization, to that organization. But here we have a really beautiful case where you can see they really mean serious and they're a high relevance. And another thing I really like is if you make it fun, kids will learn. I think the school systems, at least the school systems in Sweden, have a lot to learn here. Make it fun and kids will learn. So let's see, what did Nestlé do in order to make some nice CSR and make good for society?
Poverty and equality are major issues in South Africa. We are also ranked the worst in the world in maths performance. Maths requires perseverance, but children lose interest as early as foundation phase.
It becomes even harder for kids when their parents can't help them because they are intimidated by mathematics themselves.
Better mathematical and problem-solving skills lead to better paying jobs. So, if we could help solve the maths crisis, we can help solve the poverty crisis. That's why Nestlé Nespray joined the SA Maths Foundation to help improve participation and results in maths and problem solving. We developed a South African first. This supportive, encouraging and smart math bot uses the familiar, accessible and affordable WhatsApp platform. In 2019, Nessie started her 5-year journey with foundation phase children. Twice a week, fun, age-appropriate problems are provided. Nessie coached the parents to become educators at home, making maths more enjoyable for everyone. Apart from improving maths and problem solving, the program is fostering positive attitudes towards maths. And because there's a proven link between good nutrition and cognitive performance, Nessie provided nutrition tips, putting Nestlé Nespray top of mind. The results added up. 7,000 families participated. 98% of them completed all the questions. There's been a 47% improvement in maths grades in schools, 45% improvement in attitude and dedication to maths. 100% of parents associated Nespray with improved cognitive ability in children, and a significant direct increase in sales and brand equity was observed over this period. All this at an average cost of just 73 cents per contact. You don't have to be a math bot to know that Nessie can multiply our children's potential.
Yeah. What do you think about those 7 campaigns? I think they are absolutely awesome, all of them. That's why we have those cases, of course. So before the Q&A, I will talk a few minutes just about some trends I saw in those different campaigns, not only the 7 shown here, but all the other cases I read. So I found some general trends. We have been talking about the death of third-party cookies, and just to explain what that implies, it's, for example, if you look for a sweater, then that sweater, or sweaters from the competitors, are following you everywhere. It's following you on Facebook. If you visit the local newspaper, if you visit the webpage of a favorite football team, etc., etc. And that's due to third-party cookies. And that's actors like Google and Facebook and other ad tech companies. They place a so-called third-party cookie on the website, and then with this cookie, Facebook and Google know who looked for that actual sweater on that page. Then they can offer all advertisers to you and your competitors. They can offer, hey, here you have Matthias Andersson, and he looked for that sweater. Do you want to place an ad wherever he goes on internet? And that's the use of third-party cookies. And since that will disappear during the year or next year, you won't have third-party cookies anymore, then it's really important, like in the Australian lifestyle case, the condom case, it's really important to get so-called first-party data. So when you can't rely on remarketing, retargeting, you have to get your potential customers into you. So how can companies do that? Yeah, they can encourage customers, for example, to create an account with you. And then they will give you the email address, the postal address, mobile phone number, so that you can communicate with that customer. And in order to get customers to create an account, for example, you can offer them who create the account premium content. They might get extra good deals. They might get access to limited edition products with you. So there's a really win-win situation. And when they have created an account and you have their email address, etc., then you can be really tailored in your communication with your clients. So this is what most companies are really into now. Get first-party data, since third-party data will disappear. So that's a major trend. All companies are preparing for the death of third-party cookies. Another obvious trend is like in the Danish case, you know, the companies selling ERP systems to plumbers, painters, and bricklayers. B2B are acting more like the B2C market. And many B2C companies are really good, like, get your browsing behavior, how you click on email. They have your demographical data, so they know you're 48 years, your mail, you're a gold member, you're interested in this, interested in that. They have all the transactional data. What have you bought? And when you have all that information, you can build really nice profiles of you, and then you can be really tailored in your communication with different people. And in the B2B market, honestly, it has always been like the same message to all decision makers within the client. So, but now the B2B market are more like in this Danish case, collecting data on an individual level. So they will talk with the engineer in his or her language, and a totally different arguments with the CMO, and totally different arguments and communication with the CFO and the CEO. That's happening now. So B2B is getting more sophisticated. And the last trend, there are many trends, but I only have 3 here. It's that like the campaigns are getting more omni-channel and they're getting more seamless. Until quite recently, honestly, companies had the campaign on television, radio, out of home, email, on your web page. But of course, it was the same campaign, but they were still in silos. What we can see now, for example, maybe a company sends a postal mail with an individualized QR code. And the customer use the app to scan this individualized QR code, order the product in the app, and pay for it. 5 minutes later, he or she will receive an email saying, thanks for ordering this product. By the way, don't you want to buy this product as well? You click on that link, buy that product as well. So now you order 2 products. 5 minutes after that, you might get an SMS saying, thanks for ordering these 2 products. They are packed and you can go to your local store tomorrow to pick it up. So it's getting really seamless and you're using all channels in Symbios. So these are 3 really emergent trends. So I think we have like 7 minutes left for questions and hopefully some answers as well.
Hi, Matthias. I think we do not have much time left, but at least we have 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
And I think it was a great showcase from campaigns all over the world, which were really interesting. One of the things I heard you telling us several times about it was gamification.
Yeah.
So this in several campaigns. And even if you didn't use the word like you did with the last campaign from South Africa, it was some kind of gamification approach as well. Why do you think that we are seeing more campaigns with gamification? Does it work that good, or is it something new? Or would you say it's not that new? You did this 10 or 15 years ago as well. How do you see that?
Yeah, I think it's totally dependent on where you are in the world. For example, in Asia, you're more like familiar with gamification. For example, in Northern Europe, where I'm from, and you as well, Martin, we're not really that into gamification yet. But I think gamification is really excellent in a couple of ways. You will interact with your customers or prospects, and in the same time, you're collecting data. So you know, what is Martin, what is he doing, what is Matthias doing? And then you can be really tailored in your communication, what you're offering to different people. So I think gamification will be more and more like the new normal in the entire world, I think. And by the way, the technique is getting cheaper and cheaper. A couple of years ago, it was really expensive, honestly. It's not that expensive anymore. You can buy this gamification techniques quite cheap today, actually.
That's a good point. So the technique makes it easier for us now to really use gamification. There's a question from Hubertus. He asked a little bit about your thesis that B2B is getting more like B2C. We saw that case from Denmark. Do you have another example where you're saying, okay, you saw that B2B is getting more like B2C?
Yeah, there were more cases in the Echo Awards where the B2B market really tried to, as I said, B2B, they always, not always, but they have the same message to the CEO, CFO, CMO. It's like, buy this product, it's excellent because X, Y, Z. But what they are realizing, and the tools are supporting it as well, is to get like, what is actually this person at my client, what is he or she clicking on? What is another decision maker at the same company clicking on? Then you can build profiles when you have that data. So you can have an interested dialogue with different decision makers within the company. A couple of years ago, it was the same message to all, but now B2B are getting more and more individualized in their communications, in their offers. And I think that has just started. I think B2B will be like really tailored in their communication in the future.
That's interesting. Are there other questions the audience would like to ask? Now it's your chance to get one of the Echo judges live on stage, and you can ask questions. So how you could apply this, whether you saw another case, whether he has an idea how to use what he saw in your country. So, well, it's your chance. We have another some minutes left, so you might be able. I seeing Jakob is asking something, or is at least typing. So we'll wait a second for him. But he may ask a question. Let's wait. Olivier, you were coming online as well. Do you have a question as well?
Not yet.
Not yet. So we are seeing you were coming online again. So, or you were online probably the whole time, but now you were able to put yourself online. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a second. There's a question. What's one mail product in your opinion that will grow the most in the future? Programmatic, addressed, unaddressed? So which kind of mail? I think Jakob is asking for physical mail probably. So where are you thinking that physical mail is going? Which kind of physical mail is the future?
I've seen some really interesting stuff. Emails, they could be quite personalized today. And I think the postal mail will be personalized in the future because the company knows exactly what you're interested in. And in the email, they show that, but in the post domain, they don't show that really. So I've seen some examples where, for example, I've been Googling on the customer or on the web page, Google for hotel like here and there, and then instead of sending my entire catalog of hotels, maybe you highlight the 2 hotels that I've been looking for. That will the conversion rate will increase significantly. So I think that's a trend that will start off. Why not today?
Yeah. So what you're saying, if I get right, you're saying, okay, what you are doing online, copy that to do that offline as well. So if you do an online personalized email, why you're not doing the same programmatic email in a way, or in a programmatic mail, in a programmatic physical mail? So that's an interesting idea. Yeah, right.
Yeah, definitely. And here I think you have like first mover advantage as well. If you're like one of the first with this, I think that will really kick off a new nice trend. Because today, same to all people, more or less.
Thanks, Matthias. I would like
and thank
Abby.
you.
Yeah, this was fantastic. That was really interesting. Abby, please put yourself online as well. I think you are doing the last words, so put on your camera and your microphone. You are able to do so. Beside of that, before Abby is coming online, I will say thank you, Matthias, for doing this great presentation. I really, really like that cases. And it was a fantastic global overview. I think I've been in direct marketing more than 25 years now. And that was the first time I got an overview like that over the whole world. So this is really, really fantastic. Abby, up to you. I think it's the last words are on you.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Matthias. It was absolutely fabulous. The campaigns were wonderful. First of all, thank you everybody for joining the Direct Marketing Advisory Board's the 5th Innovation Talk. If you missed part of it or want to see it again, we will be doing it at 6 o'clock. And we will also have an Innovation Talk 6. It's in the works right now, but it's tentatively for the beginning of June. And we really hope that you will join us and also think about joining the Direct Marketing Advisory Board. Thank you so much. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Matthias. And everyone have a great day or great evening. Thank you for joining.
I think Belindi from Namibia is just saying we got her creative juices flowing. I think we did what was our intention. So Belindi, thanks for these words. I think these are perfect for closing this session. Abby, thanks you and Olivier for making this possible. Matthias, thanks to you for giving us a great presentation. And I hope to see you all again early of June for our number 6 Innovation Talk, which will be interesting. I promise you that. Have a good time. Bye-bye. Until then.
Bye.
Bye.